Hello, good morning, students. Today on the Vidya Setu, we are going to start a new chapter, the living organisms, characteristics, and habitat. Today, in this chapter, we are going to study about the habitat and adaptation and some terrestrial habitat. So, students, habitat is a place where an organism lives. Okay, the habitat provides food, water, air, shelter, and other needs to an organism. We know that different organisms live in different habitats, like a fish lives in water, a rat lives on land. Okay, so a habitat is a place where an organism lives. Now, adaptation is the presence of certain specific features which help an organism to live naturally in a particular place. Okay, fish is able to live in water because the body of fish has certain characteristics which help the fish to live in water. Okay, birds they can fly in air because the body of the birds is made in such a way that they can easily fly in the air. So this is known as adaptation. Okay student, so the specific features, important features which are present in the body of an organism which help the organism to live in a particular place. It is known as adaptation. Now habitats are of two types, terrestrial habitats and aquatic habitats. Terrestrial habitats are the land-based habitats. Okay, for example, forest, grasslands, mountains, deserts. These all have the surface of land. So they are called the terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitat are the water-based habitats. Water-based means the habitat which contain water. For example, oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. These all are aquatic habitats. So some organisms they live in terrestrial habitats and some organisms they live in aquatic habitats. Now we can find two components in a habitat. So habitat have two components, biotic components which are living components. Okay, and the abiotic components which are the non-living components. So living components include plants, animals and microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungi, okay, and the abiotic components which are non-living components, they include soil, water, air, sunlight, heat, etc. So both these components are present in a particular habitat. Alright students. Now students we will study certain terrestrial habitats. So the first terrestrial habitat is the desert. Now some animals which live in desert are camel, snakes, rats, lizards, etc. And the plants like cactus and babool, they are found in deserts. So camel is found in desert, cactus is found in desert and certain lizards they are found in desert. So how these animal or plants they are able to survive in a desert? Because the body of the desert animals and the desert plant have certain special features. Okay. Now a camel is able to live in desert. How a camel can live easily in desert? Because the body of camel is adapted to the climate of the desert. Okay, camel have long legs to keep its body away from the hot sand. It also has big eyelashes. The big eyelashes will protect the eye of the camel from the sand. Okay. The camel has big feet to walk easily on sand, and also it has a hump. Hump here you can see in this diagram. This is this raised structure. It is known as hump. So the hump has fat stored in it, and this fat will provide energy to the camel if the camel will not eat anything for a long period of time. So camel can easily survive in the climate of desert because of these adaptations. Now in deserts we will also find rats and snakes. So these rats and snakes, they stay in deep burrows inside the soil to protect themselves from the intense heat during the day. Now we know that in a desert the temperature of the surrounding is very high. So the rat and snakes, they live in the burrows during the daytime, but at the night time they come out of their burrows. So here in this diagram you can easily see this is a lizard which is living inside a burrow. So these are the burrows which are under the soil. Okay students. Now the plants which live in desert are mostly the plants which have deep roots. So the desert plant will have very deep roots because in desert water is very less. So the root have to go deeper to absorb the water. Okay, and desert plant, they lose a very little amount of water through transpiration. Their leaves are reduced to spines. So in case of desert plants, the leaves are in the form of spines. The stem of desert plants is fleshy and it is full of water. And the stem also performs photosynthesis. Okay, by the process of photosynthesis, the stem prepare the food, not the leaves, because leaves are reduced to spines. And the stem is covered with a thin waxy layer. Waxy layer means layer of a wax-like substance which can easily prevent water loss. Because we know that in desert water is very less. So the plant, they do not lose much water, because if they will lose water, then the plant would not be able to survive. Now students, the next type of terrestrial habitat is mountain region. It is a terrestrial habitat because it is land based. Okay. The animals which live in mountain regions include yak, snow leopard, mountain goat, etc. So these animals which live in mountainous regions, they have a thick fur. Okay, thick and soft fur. As you can see here in this diagram, this is a picture of snow leopard and its body is covered with very small soft hairs which are known as the fur. And in case of yak, the body is covered with long hairs. So these animals have a large number of hairs on their body to protect them from cold climate, because on mountain regions there is a cold climate. So to protect themselves from cold climate, they have hairs on their body and thick fur. Now the trees which are found in mountain region, the tree are cone shaped. Okay, they are cone shaped and they have sloping branches. Sloping branches means the branches are bent downwards. Why they have sloping branches? Because we know that in a mountain region there is a large amount of rainfall and snowfall. So when rainfall occurs or snowfall occurs, the rainwater and snow can easily slip off. So that's why the branches of these trees are sloping. Okay, and the leaves of the trees found in mountain regions, they are needle like. Why they are needle like? To slide off rainwater and snow easily. So student, today we have studied about the habitat, the adaptation, different types of habitats, in which we have studied about the desert and the mountain region. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video with a new topic from this chapter.